You ever do that thing where you open your bank app and for just a second, everything in your chest loosens? Like, there's actually some money sitting there. Not a fortune or anything, but enough that you let out this tiny breath you didn't even know you were holding. Okay, cool. I'm not drowning today. Then life hits the group chat. 2 days later, your car starts making that weird grinding noise on the way to work. Your best friend texts you a wedding invite with all those little hearts and "we'd love you there." And you open your grocery app for just milk and eggs and somehow walk out $187 poorer like you just financed a yacht. That safe little feeling? Gone. Poof. Like it never happened. It's honestly kinda rude. Your money does parkour, man. It lands in your account, looks around for half a second, then flips straight out the window. And the wild part? You're not even being stupid with it. You're trying. You're saving a little every paycheck. You've got that "I'm being responsible" vibe going. You're not out here buying diamond-studded waffle makers or whatever, but the money never turns into momentum. It just cycles. In and out. In and out. Like you're running on a treadmill that keeps speeding up. I've been there. Like, really been there. Late nights staring at the ceiling, wondering why saving feels like pushing a boulder uphill, while some people just quietly build wealth like it's a side quest they accidentally started. I'm Max, by the way. And if you're watching this right now, there's a pretty good chance you're standing exactly at that frustrating line. You can save. You're doing it. But you haven't figured out how to make that saving actually turn into something that grows. Something that feels clear, safe. Not like you're gambling your future on some dude yelling "buy the dip" at 2 a.m. Here's the thing though. What if the shift from saving to investing isn't some big dramatic leap where you suddenly turn into a finance bro? What if it's more like, there's this door in your house that's been there the whole time. You walk past it every day. It's not locked. It's not scary. You just never turn the handle. Once you do, everything changes, not in a loud way, quietly. You start seeing money different. You start behaving different. And that little shift, it quietly changes everything. So let's walk through it together. Real talk. No jargon overload, no making you feel dumb. Just the actual path I wish someone had laid out for me. First, this one thing that sounds stupidly obvious but honestly rearranged my brain when it clicked. Saving is protection. Investing is building a machine. Saving is you stacking sandbags around your house because you're scared the flood's coming. Investing? That's planting a tree in the backyard and letting it grow while you sleep. It's not loud. It's not flashy. It just works. I used to treat investing like it was just saving but in a fancier app. It's not. Saving is defensive. Investing is forward moving. Not rude, just eyes on future you. I remember when I finally had a few thousand saved. I was so proud. I'd open the banking app like 10 times a day, just staring at the number like it was gonna high-five me. Look at me, I'm adulting. Then inflation, this quiet, boring little villain, did its thing. I didn't feel it right away. No sirens. No drama. Just one day I realized the same dollars didn't buy what they used to. Like leaving an ice cube on the counter. You don't watch it melt, but you come back and it's just a sad little puddle. That's cash sitting there long term. So the first real shift is this. Saving is where your money rests. Investing is where it works. And once that clicks, you stop treating investing like it's optional or only for rich people. Keep saving, obviously, but start thinking in two buckets. One for emergencies and near-term stuff. One for future you. You don't have to throw everything in the second bucket. Just stop letting your long-term money sit there doing nothing. Now, before we touch any investing, we gotta do the unsexy thing. The thing nobody wants to talk about. We build an emergency fund because the biggest thing that kills investing isn't the market. It's you getting forced to sell at the worst possible time when life shows up swinging. Imagine you finally invest. You're proud. You're doing the thing. Then your transmission dies at 11 p.m. on a random Tuesday. Or your dog needs emergency surgery. Suddenly you're yanking money out while the market's down. That's like planting a tree and digging it up every time it rains to check the roots. I call mine the "I Don't Panic Fund." Start with $1,000 if you're just getting stable, then work toward 3 to 6 months of essentials. Yeah, people argue about the exact number like it's religion. 3 months? 6? 12? Bunker and canned beans? Honestly, it depends on your life. Stable job, dual income, family backup. 3 might be fine. Freelance, single parent, unpredictable income. Go 6. Sleep is a strategy, man. The point is simple. Enough cash that you don't have to break the glass on your investments. Open a high-yield savings if you don't have one. Set up a tiny automatic transfer, even $20 a week. Pick a number you can actually picture. I'm building 3 grand so I can breathe. The emotional difference is wild. It's like driving with your shoulders clenched versus cruising with the seat back, music low, one hand on the wheel, same road. Totally different feeling. Okay, now the part nobody wants to hear, high interest debt. If you've got credit card debt at 20% APR, investing gets messy. Because the market might give you 7% long term on average. Your credit card, it's charging you 20 like you personally insulted its mother. Not a fair fight. You put 1,000 in the market and make 80 bucks in a good year. Carry 1,000 on the card, you're paying 200. You're trying to fill a bathtub with the drain wide open. I get it. Some people say, but investing motivates me. Psychology matters. So here's what actually works for real humans with feelings. Pay the minimums on everything so nothing blows up. Then throw every extra dollar at the highest interest stuff first. If you need a little win, keep a tiny symbolic investment going. But the priority is killing that debt. Once it's gone, you feel lighter. Cash flow opens up. You're not dragging a boulder anymore. Now the fun part, the part where investing stops feeling scary. The first question isn't, what do I buy? It's, what is this money for? Money without a job gets anxious. It just sits there staring at you. So give it jobs. Short term next 0-3 years. House down payment, car, wedding, moving. That money stays safe. Medium term 3 to 10 years. Bigger life stuff. Long term 10 plus years. Retirement, freedom, future you. Time decides the risk. Need it next year? Stocks are like putting your rent on a roller coaster. Need it in 20 years? You can ride the coaster because you've got time to let the ups and downs even out. I watched a friend learn this the hard way. Put down payment money in the market. Market did a normal little dip, not even a crash. They panicked and sold at a loss because they needed the cash. Wasn't a bad investment, just bad matching. Route down your top 3 goals. Put a timeline next to each. Label your money in plain English. Emergency, short term, long term. It feels small, but it's like finally having a map instead of guessing every turn. Risk isn't a monster, it's weather, sometimes sunny, sometimes storms, sometimes weirdly windy for no reason. The mistake most beginners make is thinking investing should feel calm and smooth like a savings account. Nah, real investing wiggles, it drops. It comes back, that's normal. Cash is safe, but inflation eats it. Bonds are steadier. Stocks grow more, but they bounce. Diversification is just not putting your whole life on one lemonade stand. And yeah, not investing at all, that's a risk too. Just a quiet one. If a market drop would make you panic sell at 2 a.m., you're too aggressive. Start simpler. Pick something you can actually sleep with. The account you use matters way more than people admit. Work 401k with a match. Take the free money. That's literally instant 50% return on whatever they match. IRA, Roth, or traditional depends on your situation. Low-cost broker. Set it and forget it. Brokerage for stuff outside retirement. Then what do you actually buy? Boring stuff broad, low-cost index funds. Own a slice of the whole market instead of trying to pick winners. That's how normal people win. I watched my buddy spend 3 weeks researching individual stocks like he was becoming Warren Buffett on a Tuesday night. Bought, dropped, sold. Then it went back up. Meanwhile, the person quietly buying index funds every month just kept moving forward. Consistency beats cleverness every single time. The real game changer though? Automate it. Willpower is trash. Set it up so it happens whether you feel motivated or not. Paycheck hits, bills paid. Automatic transfer does the rest. Emergency fund first, then debt, then investments. I knew someone who always said, I'll invest when I have extra. They never had extra. Then they set up $150 every payday into their Roth. Not huge, but something shifted. They became a person who invests. Your brain is going to be the real battlefield. Market will drop. Headlines will scream. Coworker will say they're waiting for things to settle. Some guy online will predict the end with fire thumbnails. You'll feel that itch to do something most of the time. Doing nothing is the move. Stay in the game. That's how compounding works. Decide your plan on a calm day. Write the rule down. I invest every month no matter what. When it gets weird, zoom out. Limit how often you check the app. You're not helping by digging up the seed every day. Once the basics are running, gently optimize. Bump contributions when you get a raise. Rebalance once or twice a year. Keep fees low, and slowly you start feeling this weird calm about money. Not because you're rich, because you finally have traction. You're not just hoping anymore. You're building quickly. If you're sitting there thinking, I'm starting small, good. That's exactly how it works. Planting a tree always looks stupid on day one. just dirt and a stick. But then time shows up, and time is powerful. So here's my gentle push. Pick one thing from all this. Just one. Do it this week. Open the account. Set the transfer, write the goal, build the buffer, because the path from saving to investing isn't a huge leap. It's a bunch of small doors. And the first one you open, it changes what you believe is possible. Drop where you're at in the comments. Building the emergency fund, paying off debt, or ready to start investing, and I'll help you figure out the cleanest next step. You got this.